Everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you some stocks that you should be keeping in your radar for this morning. The market is looking decent, so we're going to address that in a moment. Now, before we begin, do not forget to annihilate the like button on your way in, and also don't forget to click on that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. All right, so let's get started right off the bat. All right, so the SPY right now is looking like it wants to make a massive move. Um, it's not fading here. It's not showing any signs of weakness. If we zoom in really closely on here, if we look at the five, yeah, and we look at this entire thing right here, above this level right here at $387, which is where the alert is where there could be a lot of influx of buyers, and it could happen like right at the open. It's looking quite good. The ascending triangle is there, right? And the other indices, it hasn't broken out yet. It's about to. So definitely watch the majority of the tech stocks, especially things like QQQ for today. All right, give it some time though. We want to see massive volume, whether it is out the gates or 30 minutes after, right? We want to see massive volume. And where could that take the SPY? Well, that could take the SPY all the way up to $395. Yeah, let's look at the SPY real quick. So we're gonna go over here. All right, so we got the SPY right here, and I believe $393 could be where this thing could run to. So it's looking decent at the moment. It's looking decent. So that's my honest thoughts on the big picture, the overall market. Now, some stocks that y'all should be keeping in your watch list. First one, BYND. All right, and BYND is still going sideways, especially after that massive move right here. We'll see what it does in the first like 5 to 10 minutes. A break above $30 again could lead the stock all the way up into that circle right here. All right, but we want to see some volume on it. Maybe like a retest of $28 and then followed by dip buyers stepping in heavily and quickly as well, right? That way we see a doji right away, and then at noon it may continue higher. But the structure is on there. It's looking decent. So watch this one for a potential long within the next few days. This one might drag its feet. It might drag its feet. Right now, the next one that we're going to talk about in today's video, we're gonna talk about JD. All right, and JD, this one is a Chinese stocks, and the reason why I'm looking at this one, especially for today, is because it's bouncing off. Well, it bounced off of a previous level of support right over here on yesterday, and today it's looking pretty decent. It might go all the way up to retest $68. How long is it going to take to do so? Maybe by Monday, it might do it. It's definitely something to keep in your watch list. Like if it wanted to collapse, it would have done so like it would have done so like today within the next like few minutes. But the gap up right here, anybody who went shorts right there would want to definitely cover, especially if there is a little drop towards like 62.50. They will take that smaller loss to avoid a bigger loss all the way up to $68. So definitely keep that one in your watch list for today. All right, now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. Somebody asked a question about Target. All right, what is going on with Target? And right now it's chilling at the spread level right here. All right, so it filled the gap already, and it's just going sideways. It's only a matter of time before it starts to rebound back up to 160. Um, I think it's gonna happen sooner rather than later. It's very difficult to predict exactly the right timing, right? but the way it's looking like support is holding. Again, we got two bottoms right here. Every time it approaches, buyers step in right over here. And if you go onto the smaller time frame, if you go on a smaller time frame, there is that level which could get tested at $152. That's the first level, right? So we may move like this all the way up, retest it, and then maybe drop to here at 147 and then form a W shape pattern on the charts. All right. So that's kind of what I'm seeing with it. It may take some time. Watch also for intraday opportunities, right? Watch for day trading opportunities because again, the market, we're still in the chop. We're still in a choppy market. Nothing is quite clear at the moment. So just be cautious as you move today. All right. Now the last stock that we're going to talk about in today's video, that stock is Walmart. All right. And Walmart looks interesting. And the reason why is because of this. If you go on a 4 hour, the one thing that kind of like makes me slightly worried is the volume just sucks, right? The volume sucks, and I don't know how long it's just going to go sideways over here. There's a lot of sellers from yesterday who may just cause the stock to go sideways for a little bit longer, maybe like 2 to 3 days before we push higher towards 130, maybe 133, right? But the structure is there. It's on a massive dip. Looking at it from the daily, right? Huge dip on Walmart's. And there are a ton of gaps to fill at the top near 140. Eventually, these gaps are going to fill. When? That's the hard question, right? But watch it for the near future. It's going to recover. It has the tendency to recover. Long-term investors love Walmart, especially when it gives these types of buying opportunities, right? I showed this to y'all with another stock. I think it was Coca-Cola. Every time it dips, it has massive dips. Long-term investors are all over it. So keep this one on close watch for the next few days. All right, so that's my very honest thoughts on all of these stocks. And that is the end of the video. Again, do not forget to annihilate the like button for the YouTube algorithm. As always, it helps the channel a lot and allows more people to get this knowledge as well. Also, if you are new to the channel and you haven't done so already, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. If you haven't added me on social media yet, you can find me at Paul Guma and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. And lastly, if all of this is new to you, if you want to get started in the stock market, there are some basic step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 to step 3. It only takes about 10 to 15 minutes for you to get set up with all the tools you need to start trading immediately. You can also get some free stocks after setting up with Webull using the third link in the description of the video below. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Guma of PATTERNOLOGY LAB, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in the next video.